Hello, everybody. Son Adelaja here. We are back with you today with our Monday program that we do every Monday with Israel Balogun, the Nigerian mindset. This is the title of this program that we do here, and it's for people who love Nigeria, who care about Nigeria, and who wish for something to happen in Nigeria. So, Israel Balogun is the host of this program. So he's the one that asks me questions and comes with different challenges. So to awake my awareness about the issues and happenings in Nigeria. So I'm going to give the word to him now, and he's going to lead the program. Hello, Brother Israel.
Hello, sir. Good evening, everyone. Welcome again on this platform. My name is Israel Balogun. I hope we have a wonderful weekend. Today, we want to start dealing with this topic in line with what DSA will do let's assume DSA is in Nigeria today, and this problem is the only problem he needs to solve. We want him to show us, because as we have agreed and we have discussed over time that this should not be about DSA alone, that many of us can also pick up any challenge and provide a solution to them. So today, I am going to be talking about each of these problems. We are going to take it one after the other. The last program we have last week, DSA was saying that he has a list of over 100 and something thousand problems that Nigeria needs to solve. And we are going to be taking those problems one after the other. I don't know how many of it we can take, but I know as long as we deal with this problem, individual with interest who desire to be a solution to a particular problem can take what is about to learn on how to solve that problem and run with it. I also believe that this information or training that this will be provided, I call it training because I see it as a way in which it will be training individual to start looking into a particular area they are interested on. Today we are going to be talking about education. The next week we will talk about something else. And if today's one is area you have found yourself to be a solution to, you must take this very important and see that whatever you are learning here becomes something you can run with and become a solution. So this is the reason why I developed this concept. And then next week it will be another problem, upper week it will be another problem. That's how it will continue. And then I believe as DSA is coming to talk about this problem, providing solutions, and then I will also be bringing the Nigerian mindset into each of these problems, how I think it will be difficult and how he intended to go about it. So today, I want to start by saying to DSA, sir, Nigeria has a record of 13.2 million children out of school. This is just a report that is released last week. 13.2 million out of school. The best university in Nigeria is rated over 820 something in the world. The best university in Nigeria is rated 800 something in the world. The educational system of Nigeria today does not provide individual with liberated mind, rather it churns out job seekers. These are the problems. Nigerian education today, apart from collapsed infrastructure, that our education does not even have any infrastructure. One other problem Nigerian education is facing today is that our curriculum does not deal with the issue as relating to our age or the way things are done, we still run on, we still operate like 50 years backward. These are the things Nigeria education is facing. I also said to you, sir, that Nigeria education is nothing to talk about, nothing to run up. You cannot, there's nothing to point out as the best. Those who intend to make best out of it, and the individual who have the privilege to study not within this country. We have Nigerians who are doing great all over the world, but Nigeria itself will not provide these great people because our educational system is of no relevance to 21st century. Presently, I want to tell you, sir, that the educational system in Nigeria already have a segment. There are people who are counted to be qualified for education, while there are people who are not counted to be qualified for education. For example, if you go to a rural area in Nigeria, there are many schools who does not have more than 3 teachers. And the teachers can only afford to attend or to come to school 3 times or 2 times a week. The reason is simple. The teacher will need to travel from. I'm trying to lay this foundation so that when I give room for you to start training us on how to solve this problem, and I want this to tell us in a practical, the individual can judge and put down information on the step to take and to provide solution to this particular problem, either in the level of state level, local government level, or national level. This is the extent in which we want you to take us to. So at every problem we're going to be discussing, we want to be taking us to the point where anyone who listens to this can run with it, get more information that he may want to get from previous things of art, they will be able to start something with it. So I am laying this foundation to see the enormous, the level in which the problem has gone. We are in a state where some children are not considered to have right to education, either primary or secondary education. And I've said there are schools in rural area where teachers only visit twice a week. Twice a week is a privilege for them, because the teacher will need to travel from another community who may take that person on bike to travel more than 3 hours to get to that school. And after the school, you have to travel another 3 hours to get back home. So they only can attend school twice a week. And the students already know that these are the days our teachers are coming. Those are the days they will attend school. That is the level in which Nigerians have been deprived access to education. DSC, if you are in Nigeria, how would you intend to solve this problem? Thank you.
Well, I want to say I'm not sure I'm in agreement or I'm enthusiastic about this approach to these problems. Not even Mutiro. Because the program, the way we called it, is the Nigerian mindset. So the way we started is that you are coming to challenge me about the Nigeria I'm coming to and the mindset that is there and how I plan to overcome those mindsets. But the way this is coming now, the way this is going now, you are making me to, if anybody is watching this program, they are going to be thinking that I want to contest a political office, or I want to become a politician, or I want to, go for election or something like that. That is what people will think. because the questions you are asking is more of the kind of question you ask politicians, so that the politicians could unveil to you their program or their programs, and then people will, they will, so that people will elect them or vote for them. Since I am not planning to be a politician and I'm not contesting to be a politician, I want to change Nigeria, and I'm sure we will do that. We will be able to change Nigeria, including the educational sector. But so the first problem I have is that one. Even if I have a program, which I do, I don't think it is necessary for me to be broadcasting it to the whole world that this is the program that I have, this is the program that I have. First of all, that could counterattack. It could be a boomerang. It could come back to hurt us. Some people could steal it, or it could be hijacked or something like that. So it might not be the best thing to do. Secondly, even if I share my program right now, I don't see the good and the benefit in me sharing it to just a group of people who are watching that I'm not sure what they are, they are not professionals. Even if the thing is going to be shared, it should be shared in a confined environment of professionals who are working in that area. And then they must also commit to me that they are going to use the knowledge I'm going to give them. If I'm going to be sharing what I have just in the air like that, it's going to be, for me, it's a waste. And I don't want to waste my resources like that. Just telling people, it's like people going to church. People go to church to listen to new revelations because they are having itching ears, lingering ears, itching ears. They just want to hear so that they will get knowledge. So I don't want us to turn our broadcast into, a program whereby people just come to get revelation for themselves or to get new knowledge and to be able to say, oh, that guy knows something, or all of them will be commenting, and it doesn't matter what I come up with. Even if I come up with it and I share my program, to a lot of people, it's just talk. So, and to be sharing program is not even correct because I'm not a politician. I'm just one Nigerian that wants to change the country and that believe I can change the country. But to be going from one problem to the other, the way I'm going to resolve them, what good would that do to people who are sitting down at home? They will say, come and do it now. So why are you just telling it? Come and do it. And so I would rather come and do it. But because we have started this program and it has already been titled and announced, I'm going to go ahead and share my program that I have for education. But I don't think it's proper for me to share, to be sharing all the problems and how I'm going to resolve them, to the public. It's not necessary to do that to the public. First of all, it could sabotage the thing. Secondly, there are enemies out there that are, not interested in the progress of the country. I don't want them to go ahead and hijack my efforts. And thirdly, the people who are listening now, it's not going to benefit them because they are not going to do anything about it. They are sitting down in Europe or America, wherever they are. They are not, they are not the ones to implement it. I am the one to implement it. So it's my program for me. It should be kept close to my breast so that when I'm on ground and when it's time to resolve the thing, then I could begin to do it. People just want to result. We should not be naive to think that people are interested in anything else other than the end result. People don't want to go through the process, especially we in Africa. People don't want to know how you want to do it. They just want you to come and do the thing. They just want you to come and do your magic. And even when you are telling them how you are going to do it, system, process, They will be thinking it's just you are just trying to be wise and you are just talking, and then they will be criticizing and everybody will be talking their own. What people really are interested in is come do what you want to do or what you can do. And that's what I want, that's the way I want to approach it. I don't know what you will say in regards to that. What would you like to say in regards to what I just said? Hello, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I am so glad. Thank you. Then you are going to take it in another dimension. I will bring out the mindset of the people in the educational sector while you deal with the mindset. Then no further need to talk about the program. Or deal with the mindset of Nigeria educational mindset.
You know, the education, this one, we can still do it. I'm just talking about going forward.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have my programs that I can share today, but I don't want to share further in the future because, you know, it will be giving away too much. And people, you know, I have a book that is say, do not spend the money that you don't have to buy what you don't need to impress people who don't care. It's not just about money. It's the same thing is true about resources, even wisdom. Don't give your wisdom to people who don't really care. And you know, to people don't care really. People just want to get the end result. They just want to come and everything is working. They don't care how you do it. So, you know, that's how people are. But since you are asking this for today, I will try to give you two, because you raised two questions. The first question is the 13-point-something million that are out of school. What is the program that I have for that? I'm going to show a slide about that I already did, not today or not because of this topic. I already had this. I'm just bringing it out of my slushai. That was time they back to school. Set our national slide. So I'm just going to tell my team to bring that one out. Then after that, I will tell you my general plan for education in Nigeria, how to resolve the educational problem in Nigeria, my own plans, my own way of resolving it. So I will start with the out-of-school children. Okay, so this is my own little presentation. This place is not talking about the nitty-gritties. It's not talking about the details. It's just highlighting the problem, and this is for my partners and my friends that we are working on resolving the issue, especially for the fiduciaries and the financial partners that I'm working with to raise the money that is needed to resolve the problem. So it is for their sake, it is for their sake that I originally did this presentation, so that they will be able to help me raise the money that is needed. My own according to my projections, we will need $5 billion to resolve that problem of, I know we have 13 million now that are out of school children, but I projected for 15 million, because by the time I get to the grant, by the time I get to Nigeria on grant, probably we are going to be having not 12 million, but maybe 15 million. I mean, not 13 million, maybe 15 million. So okay, that was this time. I'm going to read the pages now. So this is get 15 million out of school children back in the school. That's the title of this. So this photograph is very important. I hope people are seeing it. And it was much not tell at Rove name, I can't tell out Mayor's name. Yeah, he had the same. So this is a very touching photograph here and a slide here. You see that boy? That boy could be as good as Sunday Adelaja, because I used to work as this boy. This boy is working as a laborer, as a petty laborer in construction. I myself know what that means. I used to work just like this boy, like this. There were different kind of works that I did before I left Nigeria at 19. By the time I was 9, between the age of 9 and 10, between the age of 9 and 11, I was doing this job. And it is the most paying job I ever did in Nigeria before I left. And this is bricklayer job. But since we couldn't be bricklayers and we were just petty laborers, and what we would do is that I would go to the site like this, and they would load something in the tray or in the whatever it is, in the pail, and we will be carrying it like this from one place to the other. But the effect of this thing is that it is dangerous for children like this to be walking. This is why UNO and UNESCO has banned child labor. This kind of child labor is prohibited in normal countries, and it's actually prohibited all over the world, in every country. No country is allowed to use child labor like this. I was getting 10 naira at that time, 10 naira for a day. For me and my grandmother, 10 naira for a day was a big, big money. And it was paying much more better than the firewood I used to go and carry from the bush. And so 8 hours of work will give you 10 naira. But if you look at that boy very well, that weight, because that is sand or cement weighs very heavy. So that thing is detrimental to the spine, to the spinal cord of those children. So that's why people get to be 40 and 50 years old and they are sick and they are dying. So that thing could ruin the spinal cord of any child, and it could ruin the neck as well. And the bones, a lot of problems could be affected. So this is the kind of evil that is happening to the children in Nigeria. Can you imagine not just one child like this, but not thousands or millions of them are out of school and they have to struggle walking. Some of them, especially in the north, are involved in even more hazardous kind of labor, like going to mine, or in the south, going to do bunkering, and all kind of very dangerous labor and exercises that these children are involved with instead of them to be in school. In my own case, I was lucky that I was working like this only on weekends and during holidays. But there are some people who don't go to school at all, and they are doing this kind of hard labor. It is heartbroken and it is very sad. So that's what I wrote here in this place. I, Sunday Adelaja, was working as a child laborer just like this boy back in my village. So my own picture that I'm seeing in this picture right now, in this boy, is that this boy could be another Sunday Adelaja. This boy is supposed to be another Sunday Adelaja. Then there are millions of them, 10 million, 11 million, 13 million children that are out of school. So can you imagine what Sunday Adelaja could contribute to the society or to the world? And can you imagine 13 million Sunday Adelajas like that? Or 13 million human beings like that could contribute to the economy? And they are not contributing. They cannot contribute because they are not being educated and equipped. So that's a major problem. And that's why I have a burden. And I'm so concerned about resolving these problems. Next page. Следующая страница. Это следующее. So 1 in every 5 out-of-school children in the world is in Nigeria. That's a big, big, big tragedy. Nigeria is a center where people don't go to school. Można na toka slide because na very ekran. I want you to have a better look at that slide. You see all those children? This is typical Nigeria for you. I mean, for us who are living in the West, when I show this to members of our church here in Ukraine here, Some of them just burst out crying. They just started crying. What is this? Why should children be doing this? I say, this one, you never see anything yet, though. This one is nothing compared to horrible sights you will see immediately you get to Nigeria. People in this country don't even know this is possible, that this is happening in our planet Earth. But it's happening in my country. And I used to sell just like this one, just like these children like this. I used to hawk and sell, but I was going to the school at the same time. And 60% out of these 13 million people who are out of children, who are out of school in Nigeria, 60% of them are women, are girls. Nasa bratna Maya bratna sledushi. So see this one too. And these children are between the age of 5 and 16. Some of, a lot of them are selling, more than a lot of them are selling something on one hand, and on the other hand, you see all those other children in the north, they are waiting for food. And this is one of the reasons why they cannot go to school. They cannot go to school because if they go to school, they will not eat. That is why school feeding is compulsory. So this is one of the ways we plan to resolve the heart of school children, Israel, if that's what you're asking. To resolve and to get the children back to school, we must feed them. We must support the program that the government is doing now, and it must be extended to all the schools, especially poor schools. We must make sure that we feed children in school, primary school especially, and secondary school too. That way, they will not need to bother about going to work for food. And their children, their parents also will not need to bother about feeding them at home because they will be fed in school. Sledushi. So this is the statistics. Between 13 to 15 million out of school children are presently in Nigeria. Look at this photograph. You see, I, Sunday Adelaja, used to hawk this same product because this is like custard in our language, pap, ogi and echo. I think they call the other one echo or something. So these are I myself used to hawk like this. Just, you see these children? That is me. That is as good as me right there. I used to do just the same thing. Just the same thing. And looking even worse than these children that are here. And they are not going to school. And it's affecting them mentally. It's affecting them psychologically. It's affecting them physically too. So all these millions could be given an opportunity. Millions of these children could be given an opportunity to go and get enlightened, to go and get education, and to be returned back to the society and to the workforce, and for them to contribute to the development of our country. Can you imagine a country where 50% of the people are not even literate? If they are not literate, how can they contribute to the economy? How can they contribute to the GDP? How can we compete with America, for example, where everybody is working? Or with European countries where everybody is not just literate, but if you don't work there, bills are going to kill you. You are going to become homeless. 99% of the people in the Western world are working, or they have worked and become pensioners, or they are working right now. But in Nigeria, they cannot work because they don't even know how to read and write. So they are not contributing to the real economy. And children like this, that is who they will become when they grow up. So it's not even profitable to the economy and to the future of the country. The country itself is supposed to be interested in getting these people to school. But since the government is not very enthusiastic about doing anything about it, they are too concerned about their own lives and their own well-being, then people like me who have gone through this and experienced this, the pain of this poverty and of this deprivation, that's why I've got to take this problem upon myself. And I've got to try to do my best to resolve the problem of, out of school children the best I could. And I'm not shying away from this. I want to challenge myself to be able to take away at least 90 to 99% of all these children out of the street, and send them to school and help them with the primary and secondary education. So how are we planning to do that? One of the strategies I plan to use is to give their parents, the one strategy I already said it, is to feed the children. Second strategy is to encourage their parents by giving them some subsidies. So if you will send your children to school and make sure that they go to school, they attend the school for the whole year, for the whole semester, we give you some encouragement, we'll give you some money, some finances, so you get some, some points. So by the time your children finish secondary school, we will reward you for it. That your children, you have done a good job by sending them to school, and you are going to get some reward for it. So I think there must be incentives like this to be able to encourage, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. Without incentives, apart from feeding, we must give incentives to the parents so that they know that they have something to gain and they have something to lose also if they don't send their children to school. Okay? Yeah, this is another picture here. Can we see the full screen of the... You see those children carrying firewood? That's exactly the way I used to carry firewood from the bush and to the house, and then we take it to the market and go and sell. Instead of being in the classroom like the counterparts on the other side of the photograph, these children are going to do hard labor like this. And according to our calculations, $5 billion will be able to resolve this problem. And that's why I prepared this presentation for my partners and my friends, so that we might be able to raise that, they will help me to raise that money. And we're getting ready to resolve that problem with or without the government. Nigeria's leadership.